Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to talk about the Dungeons & Dragons Stranger Things Welcome to the Hellfire Club box set. So in two previous videos, I identified this as a board game. That was not correct. I also identified this as a stealth edition. That was not correct. This is a box set. This is just a box standard box set. Scott, why'd you get that so wrong? Well, I didn't really get it wrong. I literally reported what Hasbro called it on their own site, right? So if you go to D&D Beyond and you look at this product there, they call this a board game, right? What? Now, first of all, since then I've been able to see many shots of the product and what's in it. This is fascinating what this box set is. So first of all, this is the Hellfire Club box set. Just to save myself some time, I will refer this as the Hellfire Club box set every now and then. I do love saying Dungeons & Dragons Stranger Things Welcome to the Hellfire Club box set, but that's long, and I want to get these. I want to keep these videos tight. So this Hellfire Club box set, it is another box set, but it is not just another box set. Now the reality is, on Dungeons & Dragons, there's never just another box set. There are basically box sets are a really big deal. A lot of Dungeons & Dragons history can be seen through box sets. Box sets are a freaking huge deal. Beckme, right? Basic, expert, companion, master, and immortal, right? Like Beckme is huge, right? The red box with the iconic Dungeons & Dragons warrior who's attacking a dragon, who we then found that was a lady woman. We didn't know that. We were like, whoa, that's a super swole dude. And they're like, hey, that's a lady woman. Right? So, hey, I don't make this stuff up. Dungeons & Dragons history is so incredible. It opens like a flower. It is absolutely incredible. But this is a box set, okay? Now, we know that because we've seen it, right? Like, it has everything a box set has in it. It literally has all the same components as the Rick and Morty box set, as the Essentials Guide, as the Essentials Kit, as Heroes for Borderland. It is a box set, okay? So wait, Scott, if it's a box set, why the heck did Hasbro call it a board game on their site? We know the answer to that too. We definitely know the answer to that. So one, I love Dungeons & Dragons. I got extremely excited when Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves happened, right? That was a 2024 film was it 2024, or is that thing all the way back in 2023? It was a recent film with Dungeons & Dragons. It was a real Hollywood production, right? I did over 30 videos for that movie right here on this channel. And what was really interesting about that film was, where was I going with that? I'm sorry. Apologies. So it absolutely is a box set, right? But what's important to understand about this box set is it is like no other box set we've ever gotten, right? It was a really big deal that this came out and that it's coming out. And so now, okay. Oh, sorry. I remembered now. All right. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. So that thing came out, and I listened to a ton, like 20 or 30 people who were movie reviewers, but were not Dungeons & Dragons players. And they reviewed this movie. They were like, I don't give a crap about Dungeons & Dragons. I'm a movie reviewer, right? I'm going to review this because this is a real movie. If Dungeons & Dragons released whatever, I wouldn't cover it. But this is a movie, so I am going to cover it. And it's got real movie stars. Michelle Rodriguez. It's got Chris Pine, it's got Justice Smith. It's got, it was like Sophia Lillis, right? Like real movie stars, right? Like, and they're like, yeah, like it's a Bradley Cooper. That dude's got an Oscar. Like, that's not a joke. He's literally got an Oscar, right? Absolutely incredible, right? So those people came in and they were like, hey, we got this movie and it's about the Dungeons and Dragons board game. And they said it left, right, and center. Everybody who had no idea what Dungeons and Dragons was like, this is a board game. And you're like, well, it's a tabletop role-playing game. And they're like, that's what I said. Shut it, nerd. You're like, teeth grind, right? Like, there's a difference. And they're like, no, there's not. It's a bunch of dice. You sit around a table. There's a bunch of cardboard. There's cards. What the heck is the difference, right? And you're like, there really is a difference, right? And so Hasbro is like, yo, people do not understand what this is. And get this, right? There is a very good chance that this box set is going to sell to muggles, right? So we are hurtling toward the biggest product placement in history, right? Like, for 5 seasons, Dungeons and Dragons has been product placed by Stranger Things. And it's been extremely beneficial for Stranger Things. But now, holy guacamole, right? Like, Gaten Matarazzo, Millie Bobby Brown, is it Noah Wiley? And then Finn Wolfhard. There's just David Harbour, Winona Ryder. There is an absolutely massive amount of star power connected to this. Real stars, real Hollywood. This thing is moving, right? And Joseph Quinn, who is on the cover of this product. Joseph Quinn is on the cover of this product, okay? The guy in Fantastic Four, the guy in Warfare, the guy in Quiet Place 3, the guy in Gladiator 2, the guy in who's just got cast, as a Beatle, or like, in the upcoming Beatles film. Like, it is astonishing. Like, he is a huge Hollywood star, and he is on the cover. Now, I play Fortnite, right? And what was interesting was Superman was in, I'm almost positive of this, Superman was already in Fortnite, right? They were like, oh, hey, here's all your superheroes. But when the movie came out, they're like, hey, here is David Cornsweat Superman. This is Joseph Quinn Eddie Munson, not some random white dude, right, who was a dungeon master in the 80s with long hair. It is literally his face, right? And one of the things I think is really interesting is, like, Fortnite, they don't always have control of being able to put the Dungeons and Dragons is putting everybody's face right on the product, right? Michelle Rodriguez is on Magic cards. Chris Pine is on Magic cards. They are on D&D Beyond, not simulations, not replicas, literally their face. Like, this is a really, really big deal. So I am extremely excited about this, and this entire video is simply to correct the information that this is not a board game. This is a box set. It is a major, major new box set. And what it will allow us to do with Dungeons and Dragons has never been done before with any box set. So this is absolutely the most important Dungeons and Dragons product of 2025, without a doubt. And I think this is going to be an absolute banger. I am extremely excited to get this product. And you should get hyped as well. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.